Howdy, y'all. It's Ryan.
And Paul.
And Paul from R&A Music, your favorite mom and Paul guitar shop. Deep in the heart of Texas.
That would make you the mom.
Wait a second. Dang it. Your favorite guitar shop and music lesson studio, deep in the heart of Texas, which is where we're at, Paul's favorite state.
Second.
Second.
Second. Well,
At least it's second. That's an upgrade.
Yeah, okay, it'd be second.
You like Texas. And it is Ask RNA time. We're going to answer y'all's questions. Alrighty, as you noticed, this is Paul.
Yes, Angela is out today.
Angela is working, and what is today? Saturday?
Saturday, first Monday weekend.
After Thanksgiving. Yesterday was Black Friday. It's Small Business Saturday.
There you
That's
go.
what it is. So it's been a crazy time for us, and Angela's working at the flea market. We have no time to shoot this, so
I'm here.
we're doing it right now. Paul's filling in, so I don't have to do it by myself, because it would be boring just listening to me yammer about
I don't know how to try
guitar
it.
questions. I haven't.
No.
Wait, I've made a lot of videos just me by myself.
But
No
an
Ask
RNA.
RNA. No. I could, but we're gonna do it. It's always better to have another opinion. So, all right. So we're gonna answer y'all's questions right now. First question, LD says, anyway, do you have favorite riffs to play when testing an amp or pedal? There are certain things I like to play when testing guitars and gear, and if they pass muster, then I know it's the business. Peace.
Not only that, shows your playing ability.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to go in there and play something you never played before. Everyone's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely have. Like, I have some generic lead licks that I always play.
Are they yours or someone else?
They're mine, I think. Pretty sure. Well, I'm not the first person to ever play pentatonic guitar licks, but
I didn't know if you're the type of guy who goes into like a bigger store when you used to and just play Stairway.
no.
Or
Although that
Metallica.
would be fun because I like Stairway. But yeah, I have kind of some cliche Ryan licks that I play that it's one of those things you play without thinking because you've played them so many times. It's
Right.
just an unconscious thing. And I have a couple of riffs that I play that are generally like my riffs because I like to play them. And yeah, so pretty much anytime I pick up a guitar or play an amp somewhere it's not home, yeah, I have some stock licks and riffs that I play that are kind of my thing. So that's good. I don't know, I should probably learn some more or write some more.
Yes, because you go to so many other guitar shops to play.
Yeah. Well, and I did that too. Like when I'm trying to like demo a guitar or like an unboxing video and I'm gonna play something, I just want to play the same stuff. Which in a way is good because then it's sort of consistent. You're comparing one guitar to another guitar to another guitar. But it's also probably boring for people who are watched all 1,080 of our videos. But I do. Do you have stuff you play when you test basses?
I do. I play some other people's stuff and some of our stuff.
Some Rancid?
Definitely Rancid. Definitely Rancid because it shows off your playing ability of how fast I can play.
Yeah. Red Hot Chili Peppers?
No, I don't do the Chili Peppers. Everybody does the Chili Peppers.
Is that like...
Or is that one waiter called them that one day? The Chili's.
The Chili...
So you like the Chili's, huh?
You like the Chili Poppers?
So it was some kid who didn't know who they were. It was sad. I didn't tip them.
So if you go into a guitar store and play some flea bass, is that the equivalent of playing Stairway?
I'd have to say yes.
It's like, oh, you're going to play some really diverse. Predictable.
Very.
There you go. Yes, I do. And if you watch any of my videos, you've heard them. The licks and riffs that I use. So, thanks for the question, LD. Next question. This should be exciting. I was thinking about you on this question.
Me or-
Actually, you, yeah.
Okay, I
Paul,
thought you meant the guy's name. I was like, that.
No, not Sinner's Dwarf. I was thinking of Paul DeJaro on this question. He says, have you ever deleted / unfollowed a business due to it pushing its political beliefs? In the guitar community, I like to support British and American as much as I can, but today I had to delete a British guitar company from my Instagram and Facebook due to them using their business platform to push their political beliefs. I believe you should never mix business with politics. Keep them separate, as then, like Metallica, you don't alienate anyone. Meatloaf is operatic rock.
That's a good way to end it.
Yes! All right.
I heard blah, 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 blah. Meatloaf is operatic
Meatloaf.
rock.
Meatloaf. Have you ever deleted, unfollowed a business due to it pushing its political beliefs?
I have unfollowed. I have downgraded my favorite band. Yes, because of political beliefs and some of the things they said over the last couple of years since Trump's been elected.
Just tell them who it is. It's fine.
It was Green Day.
Yeah.
I was like, growing up as a punk rocker, man, you're taught to be an individual. Then they said some stuff like, if you voted for this guy and are against all this, we don't want you at our shows. And I'm thinking, well, what if we vote for the guy, but we're not against the stuff? You're kind of ice cream man.
Ice cream man. You don't want to stop him when he's going by. He's kind of creepy.
Is he?
Yeah, it looks creepy.
Yeah.
That's a creeper ice cream van.
I almost ran after him the other day.
It looks suspicious.
Anyway, where was it? Oh, yeah.
Punk rock.
Punk rock. Punks, you're supposed to be an individual, be accepted for no matter what, even if you voted for someone doesn't like or something like that. But yeah, in my belief, as far as a business, you're a business. I kind of hold actors and musicians on the same platform. We pay you for entertainment, not for your political opinions. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I mean, if I make it big as a musician, I'm not going to be up on stage going, hey, vote this, vote that. I'm going to be like, I'm here to have fun and rock out.
Mm-hmm. That's what I said last week. We were talking about Metallica, and they're like, we don't care who you voted for, who you didn't vote for. We don't care what you eat, what color you are, if you're religious or not. We don't care about any of that stuff.
That's how it should be.
We just care that you're here, and we're here, and we all love heavy music, and let's rock.
Yeah.
Everybody's welcome at a Metallica show. I'm like, they're smart. That's why.
That is smart. It doesn't mean I'm going to quit listening to Green Day. Well, I don't know after this last album I've been here.
Yeah.
They still make good music, but, you know.
I kind of tarnished your love for them.
Mm-hmm. I used to buy their coffee and then support them and advertise it. Now I'm just like, hey, guys, here's the dolly rods.
Yeah.
You know I was going to through that.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I've ever unfollowed a business, like on Facebook or anything like that. Because I don't know, I can't think of an instance where a business or a manufacturer or something that I followed really got stupid enough to like go super political. Because most of them are smart enough to like, no, hey, we just want you to buy our guitars.
Yeah.
Like, whoever you vote for, that has nothing to do with playing guitar, so they're just not going to bring it up because it's too divisive. So I can't think of, certainly not a large manufacturer that got really political. So I don't think I have. I have hidden some friends on Facebook.
You know, that's sad because
humans.
I'm debating on hiding my dad because all he posts is political stuff all day long. And we have the same name, so everybody thinks it's me. And they comment under the sections as it's me. And I'm like, no, it's my dad. Me and my dad
you jerk face.
Yeah, we have a conversation. People are like, why are you talking to yourself? And I'm just like, it's my dad.
You're not a junior, though.
No.
Just your middle names are different.
Right.
But your first and last names are the same.
Correct.
That's interesting.
So I get blamed for some of the stuff he does, and he just posts political stuff all day. Fox News stuff all day long.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about saying this because he doesn't watch anything I do.
Yeah. It'll be fine. Someone's going to tag him in it.
Yeah.
I have some friends that I didn't delete them or block them. I would just, because you can go into your Facebook, you can sort of like hide their stuff. So you don't really unfriend them. You
just unfollow them.
You just
so
won't
you don't see their posts.
You won't see any of their crap they're putting out. Because, and as far as they know, they're like, hey, we're still friends. Haha. And I'm like, I just don't agree with everything you say. That doesn't mean I hate you as a person.
Yeah, and if I disagree with something, I have a couple that I'll just say something, my opinion. But because I don't agree with them, oh my God, they just rip into me, and I don't even fight back. I'm just like, it's not even worth it.
Whatever you
I want
to
go have fun today. You keep
being
stuff.
angry. I'm going to go do some stuff.
Yeah.
You sit over there and be bitter. I'm going to go have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Paul, the fun-based man.
When it comes to politics.
Yeah.
And yes, Meatloaf is operatic rock. And I like Meatloaf.
We were trying to decide last week, is he rock and roll or is he like music theater? We were trying to settle a dispute for someone else.
I don't know, because Bad Out of Hell was a story.
Mm-hmm.
And then he tells a story, even Paradise, what was it, by the Dashboard Lights. That's like start off as a 20-something minute song, and they cut it down to 7, and it tells a story.
So it's like music theater.
Yeah.
I don't know. We talked about that last week, but
he's very theatrical on his show and stuff, and that's the videos he did.
Yeah. So. Thanks for the question, Sinner's Dwarf. Have you guys? I don't know if I want to know if people have unfollowed anybody. We don't. You can leave a comment. Let us know.
If you leave a comment, no political wars.
Yeah. We're
all people. We're all gonna die. It doesn't matter.
Some sooner than others. Possibly. All right. Thanks for the question, Sinner's Dwarf. Next question, Stephen Scharf. Hope you guys have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for answering all the quirky questions. I think you meant quirky. Ryan, I have a question for you. What gauge guitar strings are you using at this time and brand? I've been using Dunlop guitar strings, 10s. I find them to be excellent strings and a good price.
I want to say Stephen Schnarf. You guys know what Schnarf is?
Schnarf.
Yeah.
I do.
Anybody?
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, you're not as old as us, maybe. Yeah. Might be our age.
I already know what the secret hashtag of the day is.
There you go.
So, Scharf. Like I shot the sheriff. But I did not shoot the deputy.
Or a dog with a lisp.
Yes.
Sharp.
I'm
not making fun of you.
No. Well, Paul might be, but I wouldn't do that because I don't alienate people.
I'm watching that movie right before I left. How to Lose Friends and Alienate People.
Oh, nice. Just talk about politics. Yeah. Well, I'm using D'Addario still. It's kind of my go-to brand of strings. I use 10s most of the time, but also 9.5s, which is very unique and makes me specialer than everyone else who just uses 9s or 10s. Specialer.
Second hashtag word of the day.
Mer specialer, because I use 9.5s. So I use 9.5 in standard tuning, and if I'm doing any like tune down to E flat, I'll use 10. Sometimes 10 to 52 for the drop C sharp goodness that Paul loves so much, and he won't tune his bass down.
No, that's why we got a 5-string, so I wouldn't have to.
Yeah, so I'm still in love with D'Addario's 9.5s, 10 to 46, 10 to 52, depending on tuning that I'm using. Thanks for the question, Steven. Great question.
Awesome question. I didn't have to answer.
What gauge strings are you using?
They're light.
Paul?
That's all I know. Light, blue package, D'Addario.
They're like 40 to 95s.
I'm like, I thought one was a 10.
Like super light.
5 or something.
Well, yeah. For 5-string. 5-string would be like 105.
Yeah.
He uses the super light.
I said, I need the blue light ones, please.
The amazingly light bass strings because they're not fatiguing on your hand.
Exactly.
You can play longer with less fatigue if you don't use telephone wires for bass strings.
Exactly.
Now you know. You should go try them if you're a bass player. There's a lot of there's a couple of bass players
watching.
You can say
I'm wrong, but everyone I've recommended them to so far has actually come back with positive notes.
Those are the only ones we stock here, actually.
Well, you have all those red ones.
Yeah, it's the same gauge. They're really light, so.
You ordered a bunch of red.
I didn't know they were red when I ordered them. Maybe that's why they were on sale.
There you go. If I had a black bass, I'd put red ones on there. Sith Lord.
Yeah, you should. Thanks for the question. I think that's it. All right. Next question. This is a good one, too. Paul's going to enjoy this. Penny Wisdom. Hashtag AskRNA. Do you collect anything just for fun? Stamps, coins, postcards. I collect morale patches and put them on my range bag. I love any patches that are funny or pop culture, especially Deadpool, John Wick, and Boba Fett. Hashtag KTMA. Cheers. Do you collect anything just for fun?
Bodies. Not as much as I used to. I had huge G.I. Joe collector. I've had every G.I. Joe from 1982 up to present day to about maybe 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And then I realized, oh man, these aren't as nostalgic. So I started selling anything after
and the vehicles.
And the vehicles.
And the aircraft
carrier. I think when they started using a really crappy plastic, I know when I quit collecting them. After the G.I. Joe movie.
It was Green Day's fault.
Yeah. Now after the G.I. Joe movie, it was so horrible.
It was bad.
It was bad. The second one was a lot better, but the first one was so bad. It's kind of, it was the Green Day effect.
Was it as bad as The Last Jedi?
Oh.
Was the first G.I. Joe movie as bad as The Last Jedi?
I'll say no, because it was the first time I saw characters I wanted to see live on a thing, even though the movie was bad. But then The Last Jedi just sucked.
So it was more like The Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Didn't hate it.
Didn't hate. Well, no.
But I didn't love it. You kind of hated that one.
Kind of hated that one. Of course, I saw it Christmas Day. So.
But you hated the other one more. So, anything else? Statues.
Statues, Hot Toys, anything from Sideshow Toys. I've kind of cut back.
Those are the dolls that are collectibles. Action figures.
They're statues. They're lifelike. They look like real people, but only 12 inches tall.
They're very large action figures.
And then I got a Joker that's about that tall.
Yeah. So Hot Toys figurines. Are they?
Well, some are actually statues, and some are
busts.
Busts. Yeah. Go to Sideshow Toys if you're interested. They're really, really pricey though.
Yeah. Hot Toys and Sideshow Toys.
I had to cut down because I got a new car.
Anything else? Is that it?
I don't know. Is there anything else I can?
Comic books?
No, just G.I. Joe. I still read that one. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. All right. Well, there you go.
Ex-girlfriends.
You do collect those. You're working on a new one, right?
Someone's setting me up. We shall see how this one goes.
My future ex-girlfriend.
Yes. I need to write that as a song.
Yeah. You should. That's a great topic.
That and the Halo and hand grenades.
Mm-hmm. I don't really... I collect guitars.
He does guitars. Video games.
I do kind of... I'm not like a rabid collector. I do have almost every console I've ever owned. I still have my Atari 2600, Sega Genesis, the Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. But I don't like them like displayed with lights and a shelf and like...
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying I have them all, but I don't have them like a real collector would have them organized alphabetically by year.
Oh yeah, no,
that kind of stuff.
That's too much work.
But I also don't want to throw them away because I think one day I'll probably put them out. But there are some people who have like thousands of video games.
Oh, I know. I've seen.
So I'm not.
You turn them all into GameStop and they'll give you $5 for it.
Yeah, I'm not. So I don't know if I would really. If that's really a collector or not. But I don't throw them away. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah, I collect pictures of me and famous people that go with the statues. If I have the statue, I have a picture of me and the person next to it.
Yep, he does. You go to Comicons and get pictures with the famous folks.
And then if I have the figure comes out of them, I buy the figure.
That's pretty neat. I have all my comic books from when I was a kid, but I don't like currently actively collect them. So
he used to collect Star Wars stuff, then his mom, I think, threw them all away.
I think they got lost in a move somewhere. I have no idea. Lost, yeah. So I don't... There's not anything I'm actively collecting, like stamps or... I mean, I have all the comic books I had when I was a kid, but I'm not going out and trying to complete
He collects Thor things.
I do collect Thor things. That is true, actually.
He's got a shelf in there of Thor figures and beards and hammers and...
Yeah. I have little action figures, I have big action figures, I have little stuffed Thors, I have multiple hammers. Although, the Green Day effect. After Endgame, I'm kind of like, man.
He was not happy with Fat Thor.
That's not my Thor. Hashtag not my Thor.
It was like hashtag not my Luke either.
Yeah, I was like, that's not Thor. I mean, I have some Thor comic books, and I'm like, that's not Thor. That's not what Thor would have done. You guys are making me mad. So... my passion for Thor collecting has died down slightly.
I thought about, just as a joke, being mean, buying him the Thor toys because he's the fat version.
Yeah, not a cool version.
Not the cool version, but the fat one.
Not Infinity War Thor.
Bro Thor, is that what they call him?
Bro Thor, yeah. Infinity War Thor would have been fine. Like, I really liked him in Infinity War. I didn't care for what they did with Ragnarok, but I thought in Infinity War, I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. This is the guy. They brought it back, and then
he's still overlooking the fact that everyone was dead because of Thor.
No, it's because of Thanos. Thanos is the one who snapped everybody.
Yeah, Thor could have cut off his head.
Could have. Tony, they could have done it. It was Star-Lord. Before it ever got to him. You could say it was a lot of people's fault. It's really the Hulk's fault for being a wuss and not beating him.
They never explained that, did they?
And that was thoroughly unsatisfying too. If you're a Hulk fan, I know some Hulk fans.
Hulk fans out there, were you disappointed in Endgame?
Yeah. Yeah, some of them were. So
that was kind of funny though. Rawr, I'm angry.
That's not what people want to see. People want to see Hulk.
No, Hulk is rage. Yeah, that's
pure rage incarnate. They want to see him smash things.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
back to. Yeah,
so probably the only thing I actively collect and am in search of is like guitars, but that's kind of an expensive hobby. I was looking at something the other day. I was like, my birthday's coming up. I think I've gotten a guitar for my birthday for like the last 4 years. So, but I can't find it. I'm like, I don't know. I can't find anything. I'm searching.
Buy a bass.
Nicholas has bases. I'll just use his if I want one. So, thanks for the question, Penny Wisdom. Do you guys and gals collect anything? If you do, tell us below what you collect. That would be interesting. I'd love to know that. All right, next question. Metalhead Hippie. Hey, Ryan and Angela. This is the guy from the biggest state, Alaska, of course. Ryan, what do you think of the 2020 ESP EC1000 Viper in Tiger Eye? Awesome looking guitar. He thinks his state is bigger than Texas. But we all know that's just a conspiracy by Alaskans.
You guys aren't even connected to the rest of us.
Yeah, you're not even here. You're basically Canadians.
Yeah,
You're practically a Canadian.
You in Hawaii, man. Aren't you the last two to be states?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We totally stole Hawaii.
You're like the step kids or something. Yeah. we'll take you in, but we'll keep you far away.
I'll tell you what. People go back to the early days of our country and like how bad, things that they did to native peoples. It's like, man, we did Hawaii wrong. And that was not even way back in the day. That was in
50s.
Oh, man. It's bad. Bad Americans. All right. I did look up that EC1000 Viper, and it does look great. I don't really like SG style guitars. I mean, they're okay. I've played a few. Somebody gave me one. I would add it to my collection. But I'm not out actively searching, looking for SG type guitars. Although I do like the Viper because, it's definitely, it looks like a Gibson SG, but it's kind of got a little slant to it, so it's not just another carbon copy. But I'm not real big on SGs, personally.
I'm just saying, guitars, basses, they're just hard to change up. I mean, I think the only way, because body styles,
there's only so many body shapes.
I know, right?
It does look awesome. It's not really for me, but I do like how the full top is quilted. It looks great, and I do like ESP guitars. So get you one, Metalhead Hippie, if you want one.
Do what you want.
From the second largest state. Next question, Psycho G. Love all your vids. Keep up the good work. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Important question, turkey or ham?
Turkey.
Sweet or mashed potatoes?
Mashed.
Green bean casserole?
Why add extra stuff?
Stuffing in a pan or in the bird?
Either way. As long as I get something that's not dry.
Let's see. Well, I like ham a little bit better than turkey. I'm not big on turkey. I don't think I even got any turkey this last Thanksgiving was 2 days ago, so I didn't ever get any of the turkey that we cooked. I did have the ham though. Mashed taters.
Sweet potatoes just.
I like sweet potatoes.
I don't.
I will eat.
They taste like dirty potatoes.
Dirty taters.
Yeah.
I like mashed potatoes more for sure. Green bean casserole? No. No. We've cooked some.
I'm usually not a fan of casseroles. When I think casserole, I'm thinking, oh, these are all leftovers. Let's throw it in one bowl and call it a casserole.
I don't like any kind of casserole. So stuffing in a pan or in a bird, neither.
You don't like stuffing?
I don't know.
It's just pure carbs.
I don't
it's
like
delicious
carbs.
Pure carbs.
I don't like carbs. I like mashed potatoes.
That's carbs?
It's the only good carbs. So there you go.
Enough gravy on it.
Did you eat enough? Did you eat enough carbs?
Did I?
You didn't come over. I'm supposed to give you a hard time. Nicholas told me to.
I made an arrangement a year ago because I didn't go to my boss's house last year and I didn't hear the end of it for 4 months and they ripped into me, so I went over there.
So it's job security.
Job security.
I understand.
Yeah.
I mean, they could have fired you for not going to their house for Thanksgiving.
They all ignored me for 4 months after that.
That's a good thing, right?
Paychecks were kind of slow in the mail.
Like, I don't know. We'll mail it out tomorrow.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. You missed one holiday.
Ours was good. I ate some. I didn't overeat though.
I did. Then we went to the movies that night and I ate more.
What I normally like is sometimes Angela will cook chicken fried steak on Thanksgiving. And I'm like, now we're talking.
Let's see, Italians, we do lasagna.
That would have been fun. Mm-hmm. I'd rather have lasagna than ham and turkey, honestly. I just don't love ham. That's the only time I ever eat ham is on Thanksgiving. Like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Ham's too salty. Unless it's bacon.
I like bacon.
I don't like pork. I just like bacon.
I had bacon that morning. So, thanks for the question, Psycho. I hope that was enlightening. Next question, Jeffrey Egan. Ryan, have you tried that guitar nut warmer yet? I'm curious if those are really functional or just trendy, like leg warmers in the 80s.
Is that the thing you had at the... You tried it, didn't you?
Yes. Let me go get it. I meant to grab it.
You did it in a video.
I did. I assume that's what he's talking about. Gruvgear Fretwrap. Gruvgear Fretwrap. So yeah, I guess you're talking about this. Focus. Your focus needs more focus. This is a fret wrap by Gruvgear. Gruvgear? Groove or Gruv? I don't know.
How's it spelled?
G-R-U-V.
I think it's a...
Because they spelled it wrong.
Spelled like groove, like...
Groove.
The way we spell it with pause.
Groove. Awkward poos.
Yeah.
That's bad. We should do that. So I got this. My buddy Pat from Australia. Crikey, mate. Sent this to me along with some strings and stuff because I helped him get his Ernie Ball guitar. And I did use this just the other day. I was retracking guitar parts for the Awkward Poos single that we'll be releasing in January.
Hopefully in January. We're waiting for him to give me the stems, and it goes off to mixing, and then it goes off to mastering, and then I need to figure out a album cover and label thingy.
You should use a
logo.
kit. You should just use Loki as the
Album
album cover. So, if you don't know, Paul and I have a band. And
two-man band.
If you watched some of the videos, like 2 weeks ago, we did drums at our friend's studio here in Canton. I redone the guitar parts last week, and I was using this. It does work, honestly. Now, what I used it for was I was having trouble with, real short percussive things. Because sometimes with a lot of gain and distortion, you get some ring, like this overtone, which is really kind of coming from the strings behind the nut. And so using this, I tried it. Like, let me see if I can tell a difference or not. And I really could help kind of tell a difference. With this wrapped over the nut of the guitar, it kind of stopped that excess ringing that you get from the strings behind the nut. Now, some people use these. They'll actually bring them forward onto like the first fret. So if they're doing a lot of like two-handed tapping, legato stuff, it sort of suppresses the other strings from ringing out and getting a lot of noise. So
I've actually seen people use their girlfriend's hair scrunchies too.
Yeah.
So
now this is just a product invented by somebody so you don't look like you're using your girlfriend's scrunchie. But yeah, it works. I never used one before until just last week, and I felt like it definitely did help in that situation. So I haven't messed with it that much since then, and I haven't done a ton of recording. I can see how in a recording situation this is super useful, and I don't think there's anything wrong with using it. Some people are like, oh, you should just, use better technique. I'm like, we should just play acoustic guitar then, because you could say that about like, you should just tune by ear. Why are you using electronic tuner? It's just a tool.
I like for it to be right.
It's just a tool, like a compressor.
Well, I use a capo, learn how to play all the notes.
Yeah, it's just a tool, like a capo is a tool, or using a compressor pedal as a tool, or, it's just a tool. But it does work, for sure, if you're trying to eliminate overtones like that. Now, I think it's really, again, in the recording environment is where that really is super useful. I don't think live you're not going to notice.
No one's going to notice
that kind of stuff. But
I'm not. If you're a really boring audience member, you might notice.
Yeah, maybe.
Why does that guy have a thing up there? Oh wait, I hear the overtone. That A flat is just ringing out.
But in the studio, when you're like super uber analyzing everything down to minute details and trying to eliminate unwanted sounds and stuff. It's definitely useful for that. It's not something I probably would have gone out and bought, but since it was a gift from Pat, because he's trying to encourage me to hurry up and finish some music.
How's that coming, by the way?
It's. I worked on mine the other day. I worked on one of my songs. I thought, well, after I've been working on Paul's songs very hard for 2 weeks, reasonably hard, kind of a little bit.
Well,
I spent several hours one week.
I was ready to
drums.
send it all. Yeah, then went to go send it all out, and he goes, "Wait, I got to redo all my guitar parts." I'm like, I asked you that the last time we recorded.
But I didn't know you were redoing your bass parts.
Well, I knew that wasn't the final bass part.
If they were going to be better.
My one bass part.
Well,
okay, to be in all fairness, I do play 2 or 3 guitar parts on this song.
I didn't replace all the guitar parts, just sort of...
Not the ones I did, I hope.
The main... No, I didn't. I didn't replace those.
Oh, my single note guitar.
Yeah, well, those all had really nifty effects on them that I couldn't recreate with my pedals, so... but it works. Yeah, I mean, go check them out. Pat wants me to hurry up and finish an EP and release some music, so he's like, Ryan.
Man, I'm just happy to get one song out at this point. I have about 12 in the works, but this is the only one that's almost near complete.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited. I think that's...
My goal is just to have one song up so far.
I think that's a good way to do it. There are people, like Ola England is one guy particularly, he's like, you should release singles. Until you become like really big or you have a really large following, whether it's through music or through like YouTube or whatever, it's like releasing a single is great because you get it out there and you get woo, this little burst of hype and excitement, woo, and then 2 weeks later, poof,
well, you never know. If enough people buy it, we might have enough to actually have time to finish the album.
Sure. Well, I like his point because he's like, hey, there's all this excitement, you know, maybe for a month or whatever, and then but people's attention spans are so short nowadays that it kind of dies down. But if you do a single, everybody's like, wow, you know, and then like maybe a month later, all right, here's the next single. I'm like, oh, there's more. Oh my god! So you sort of keep them hungry for your product. For us, I think it's just good to release one. Just get one out. And we're like,
it's been a while.
Yeah, we're like, let's get one out. And our schedules are so hectic, I think, that it's, you know, trying to get 12 of those done.
And if it sells and people will make a couple t-shirts, take some time off and finish the album. So
stay tuned. Probably January-ish, you should see a first single from me and Paul.
It's called Awkward Pause. He has the...
Awkward Pause.
With a Z, because it's more punk.
It's more punk rock if it's with a Z.
Yes.
Not to be confused with the Nobodies with a Z. Not the same band.
I should have never told you that name. That's in my ska days.
You should have. All right, so stay tuned. You'll see stuff on our Facebook page about that, and we'll let you know.
There's an Instagram. He runs it. Awkward Pause.
Yeah, there's an Instagram. Go follow us on Awkward Pause Instagrams.
Shameless self-promotion.
Shameless.
That's how we get out there, right?
Yeah.
I'm selling myself.
That's punk rock.
That's punk rock.
Commercialism. All right, next question. Thanks, Jeffrey. Next question.
Just be punk as a millionaire.
Just Fun Guitar from the Englandshire. Totally agree with your comment about James Hetfield. He does know how to make a show and include all. Right? Thanks for the answers, as always. New questions. What is the nearest airport to Canton? And do you see much air traffic fly over your town? The nearest airport to Canton is in Canton.
Yeah.
We actually have a little airport for like little...
I wouldn't bring any 737s in.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
We have like a single jet.
Or single prop.
Double prop even.
Helicopters?
Helicopters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then the next one would be...
Tyler.
Actually, it's weird in Texas because I don't see this when I go up north, but every small town has its own airport. Because there's one in Rockwall, one in Terrell.
That's one between here and Wills Point, right?
Oh, that
little airstrip.
Yeah,
you know that guy.
I used to live there. Forgot all about it.
Yeah.
So we have airports all around.
Not like big ones, but for like little airplanes. Because there's a lot of people who like fly as a hobby.
Yeah.
Like there are some people who go out boating. I have a boat. I like to go on the lake on the weekends. And then you get people like, I like to fly airplanes. Which I think is insane, but people do it.
But the next one would be Tyler, was about 35 minutes.
Yeah, because they actually have...
And those are more like...
real big planes with like Learjets.
Yeah, private jet kind of.
And they do have...
They fly you to the major airports.
Yeah, they have one line now out of Tyler. You can fly from Tyler to Denver direct. Oh, it's like super cheap. It's like $60. Yeah. And it's
Why haven't we gone?
Because I haven't had a chance yet. I forgot the name. Frontier.
Frontier?
Yeah,
they fly out of DFW too.
So, but the closest like bigger air ones is in Dallas.
Yeah, there's Love Field, which is probably about an hour and 15 minutes, and then
that's the one you want to fly to.
Yeah,
if you can.
DFW, which is about an hour and 45 minutes.
Which is brutal. It's like big, and spread out.
Yeah, it's like a miniature city.
Hey, you need to get over to Terminal 7. I'm like, you have to go get in a car and drive to Terminal 7. You can't just run to Terminal 7. So we don't get much air traffic over Canton. So that's not really a problem here. Question number 2 from Just Fun Guitar. How does possum pie taste, and what do you use to season it?
What's possum pie?
I think it's pie made from possum. It's a meat pie.
I don't know, and I would season it with whatever I could to drown out what it sounds like it would taste like. Yeah.
I have no idea, Chris.
Sriracha sauce.
I have never had possum pie. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Is it a thing?
Is it a thing?
I have no idea.
We've been talking a lot about possums the last few weeks.
Is that how you spell possum?
Well, that's possum. Yeah. There's opossum.
Which is what?
Which is actually what we have here. Opossums. We call them possums, but they're actually opossums. An actual possum is a different kind of animal in Australia than what we have here.
Okay. I just remember I pulled up one night and I was like, oh, look, there's a little kitten by my garbage can, and I walked up to pet it and I turned on my phone light and it was a possum.
It was not a kitten.
And it hissed at me. And
it was an angry
I don't know if you ever seen possums, man. They're not pretty. They look like they have a snake tail and a wet cat body and then a rat face with
a lot of teeth. Yeah, they're not cute. That's for sure. I've never eaten one, so I don't know. The weirdest thing, or not weirdest, I guess weirdest thing I've ever eaten that's not like, pizza or, chicken fried steak or something is like, I had rabbit once. And that's the most...
You're talking about gamey stuff?
Gamey kind of thing?
I've had deer.
Really?
Yeah.
I've had deer once. It was chicken fried deer. It was really good.
Really? My mom tricked me. She just said there was meat in the freezer to make chili with, and I was cooking it, and I put it in, and it tasted like dirt.
Now, I've never had venison again since then, but my mom made chicken fried
This was ground up
steak
deer.
one time. And I was like, how do you like that chicken fried steak? I'm like, it's great. They're like, it's not steak. I'm like, it's deer. I'm like, okay,
parents
great.
are messed up.
Like if they had fed me like shark or something, I would have.
I've had shark. Shark tastes like steak, a little bit chewier than steak, but it tastes like steak to me. That's the only seafood I really ever like.
I've never had squirrel or possum or anything Appalachian-ish like that. So I don't know, Chris. Couldn't tell you. Third question from Just Fun Guitar: do your boys have any guitar heroes? If so, who do they like best? Hashtag KTMA.
Did you know that was
hashtag
coming up?
P.S. I also love chicken fried steak. I did not. I read it, but I forgot. Well, I got a little clip of Nicholas before Paul was here and before he left, so I'll play that right now.
Mark Tremonti.
Yeah, but he's not as good as
Jeff Loomis.
That's right. Jeff Loomis is the best.
Oh yeah.
But you don't listen to him. Well, you do a little bit.
Every now and then.
Listen to Mark Tremonti more though.
Oh yeah.
That's
we're back.
That's Nicholas's favorite guitarist. He's not really into guitarists. He plays bass.
But he's not really into bass players either.
Yeah, he could probably name you more guitarists than he could bass players.
True.
Like, name a bass player, and he's like, Uncle Paul. Probably.
He can tell you every Gundam character, though.
He can tell you the name of all the Gundam mecha there exist, and their pilots' names, probably.
There you go.
I don't know. So he knows all about Gundams. Aiden's not really into
He's into
guitar.
Guns.
Yeah, he can name you every single gun that was ever made, what the Israeli special forces use, what's their pistol, I don't know. Like, he's super into firearms and, like,
Killing zombies.
Killing zombies. But, you have games like Call of Duty where you can go and you can equip, they have 500 different weapons. You could, this is an HK and this is
I watched him play once.
Ruger.
Majority of it was him picking his guns.
Yeah, and then customizing them.
Yes.
I want this grip. I'm like, it's a video game. Just go shoot things. But they're not really into guitar players like I am. So, yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
We all have our own things.
That's fine. It's sad, though, because I'm like, if I were my son, I would be sad. Because I was, like, super into guitars and drums and stuff when I was their age. I was like...
Yeah, we didn't have them all. We had to, like, beg to get one or something.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, man, this would be great. But I'm like, they're not really passionate. I mean, they like music. They enjoy music, but they're not, Dad, I want to get this new guitar. I mean, Nicholas owns 3 basses, but he's not obsessed with playing bass.
Don't blame him.
But, I mean, who is? Really?
It is the easiest part of the song.
It is the easiest instrument to play, so.
I don't know. There's the triangle.
That's pretty easy. That's true. There you go. Thanks for the questions, Chris. Appreciate it. Next question, Walking Dead 1369 says, playing off a question from this Ask RNA, if you could only have a sub $500 new guitar, what would you pick? Ah, man.
A Schecter.
A Schecter. I am certain it would probably be a Schecter. Although, I'd have to go look, because I don't know if it's brand new. Now, if it's used, I know I can get a killer Schecter for pre-owned. My Solo 6. I would go get a Solo 6 if used was an option, because you could get like an $800 or $900 Solo 6 for less than $500 used. Brand new, I can't think of off the top of my head what a good one would be, but I can tell you from ESP, the LTD EC, I think it's the EC256 is their single cut Les Paul looking guitar. More Paul looking guitar. Mm-hmm. And they run about $300-ish Black Friday deals. One of my students, Keith, who's a pilot, has a
not gonna say that or not.
An LTD.
Promoting.
Yeah.
Unnecessary promotion.
Has an EC256. It's a set neck and it's a pretty good guitar, I would have to say. So for the money, that would be one of the LTDs, the EC single cuts would probably be, or the 400 series, the 401, or probably, most likely it'd be a Schecter. But I have to go look. I haven't looked at their prices on that sub price range. They have some that are like $300, but most of those are the S type, which is like a Strat looking body shape, and I like the single cuts. So I'd have to go see what single cut they would have if they have a Solo series. I think they have a Solo series that's in that $500 range. What would you pick, Paul?
Guitar?
It could be a bass.
I would like to say a Schecter, but I think I would actually want to hunt down my first bass again.
A Honer.
A Honer. I remember buying it new. I think it was like $283.
Yeah.
Of course, that was a 94. Or actually, no, it was 92.
A headless bass.
Yes.
Before, now that's the rage. Everybody wants like headless guitars.
It was headless, and then it didn't have a body. It was just like a little, almost triangle. It was like a starship.
It was like the Steinberger. Steinberger kind of made those popular, and Honer was sort of like the budget version of the Steinberger.
But it was one of the better basses I've ever had.
It was a good bass.
It was a good bass.
It sounded good. If you'd go with me to the Dallas Guitar Show, you could probably find one used.
It's like going to a car show. You see cars.
It's like going to a Comicon.
No,
you don't get to take
lot of stuff.
You don't get to take them home with you.
What?
The famous people.
No, but they have like robes. They have pictures. They have
Jedi robes.
They have Jedi robes. They have costumes. I mean, it's like.
How much did the Jedi robes cost?
Well, that Green Lantern one I have was like $50. But no, they have everything: T-shirts, toys, jewelry. Books.
It's a nerdtopia nerdiness,
yes.
And it's awesome.
Have any of you been to Comic-Con? It's awesome. Look, a little crowded at times. I'm not much of a.
If you've been to Comic-Con,
fan of crowds,
tell us below. If you've been to a guitar show, tell us below too. So.
I mean, because when you go to a guitar show, I can imagine a bunch of guitars hanging out, and the guy picking one up and playing it, and I'm like a group of kids sitting around one. And then he's done playing, and they walked away.
I'm just.
Is that how it is? I've never been to one. I mean,
well, you should go.
That's what I imagine.
The Dallas one is actually really good because there is a lot of live bands performances.
Okay.
So you can I'm going to go out here and watch Ted Nugent play a set. You can go look at all these old guitars.
And then they have people dress up as their favorite characters.
People do that at guitar shows. Dress up like their favorite musicians. The sea of black t-shirts and wallet chains.
And jeans.
And jeans. And older people. Thanks for the question, Walking Dead. Last question. You're supposed to go, yay!
Yay!
That's what Angela does. She says,
Sorry.
Yay.
I'm sure Angela did that better.
Bareknuckle pickups are very overrated. Controversial. Might be different if the cost was a little cheaper. My experience with them is that they sound good with gain, but not so good clean. All right. Great question. We talked about Bareknuckles last week. I've never played them. I've just watched videos of famous dudes playing them and go, look how great these are. But I'm like, you recorded it in a studio. Of course it sounds great.
You're not selling anything.
It could be. Why would somebody put up a demo of
This is
crappy
awesome.
ones?
I'm not getting paid thousands for this or anything.
This is a terrible pickup. I'm going to do a video about it. But I'm sure they're great, But I said last week, I was like, but there are a lot of, EMG makes great pickups, in my opinion. Seymour Duncan makes great pickups. DiMarzio makes great pickups. Gibson pickups are great. Like, I have Gibson pickups in 2 of my Gibson guitars, and they're great pickups. So a lot of people make great pickups. The Bareknuckles tend to be kind of expensive, like kind of pricey, because they're boutique. They look cool.
Boutique? I think flowers.
Boutique. Like, but they look neat. I'll show you some pictures, but, Anyways, I think the question is, when are you going to put some Fishman Fluence pickups in your guitar? I'm probably not. Divided by Time. Because that's they're kind of the newest pickup company on the scene. Well, Fishman's been around for forever. So
But they just started pickups?
They started doing like electric guitar pickups in the last few years. And phone. Dang.
It's not necessary to have this many tags on one shirt. You have 4 tags in one shirt.
Yeah, I think so. I forgot what I was saying. Oh, Bareknuckle pickups. Yeah, so now I've played a few guitars that have them in there. Like there's a couple of Schecters that we've had come in that actually had Fishmans in them. And I think they were good. I'm like, this is great. Let me test these out. And they sounded pretty good. They weren't crap. they were all right. But, I kind of go back to what we said last week. Is like, you can make any decent pickup, whether it's Seymour Duncan or DiMarzio's or EMG's or Gibson's or Fishman's. When you get into the studio, as we talked about,
it all changes.
Yeah, but they all sound. I think they all sound good. They all sound slightly different, but you can also. There's so much stuff you can do with the EQ of your amp. There's so much post-processing stuff when it goes to recording. That can be done. There's a lot of great pickups out there. Personally, I really like EMGs because I do like the pickups. I use them a lot on my guitars, but I also really like the company. Going back to the political thing earlier, like they've only been like super awesome to us. And because I already like the pickups, plus the fact they've been super awesome to us specifically as a small mom and pop business, like I'm super loyal to EMG. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not really interested in pursuing other options because I like them. I like the product. Product's got to be good. You can have a crappy product and be really nice people.
Then you'd run into people like me. I was like, yeah, I'll buy it just to support you because you're nice, but
you're not really going to use it.
Yeah.
So, ideally,
it's kind of like the fundraiser.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll give you $20 for this cup.
Sure. So I'm not planning on going out and buying some Fishmans. I've played on them. I actually have legit played on them in person on a couple of different guitars. And I thought they were great and they sounded fine. No complaints. I'm boring you.
Sorry, no.
Just like Angela, she starts to yawn when I talk about pickups and guitars.
I worked out today. I'm tired.
Right. So
but it's a guitar show.
It is.
Talk about guitars.
It's guitars. So I'm probably not going to. Now, if Fishman gave me some, I would put them in a guitar, but they're kind of pricey too. They're like the Bareknuckles. They're not cheap. So I don't have any plans to buy Fishmans and put them in a guitar. Now, if I bought a guitar that already had them in them because I wanted the guitar, that's one thing. But I'm not out to go get some Fishmans personally right now. If you love them, that's awesome. Let us know below. What is your favorite pickup? That'd be a great question, actually. All you guys and gals watching, list below. Tell us what your favorite pickup is and why and what brand and all that. I'm sure it'll be a diverse answer, but...
Mine's a Toyota Tacoma.
He likes Toyotas. I like Chevys.
It's a pickup.
You know, those favorite pickups. But and that's it.
And I'm not even a dad. I got all these dad jokes.
And a soccer mom car.
No. That is not a soccer mom car.
This one's not.
No.
This one.
I actually had to get rid of the car because they made fun of me so much.
We didn't make fun of you that hard.
Whatever.
It was very delicate, fun making.
It was a good car.
It was a RAV4.
Had 35 miles a gallon, held all my musical equipment.
All the bases.
And 3 people. No, when we travel with me, Matt, and Jimmy, we load all our stuff up and drive down to Austin, play, come back.
Yeah.
1 tank of gas.
I liked the black one.
That's the one you guys made fun of.
No, I thought it was the maroon one.
No. It was red.
You put a lot of soccer balls in the back of that. A lot of soccer players. All right, and that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you watched this whole stinking video,
Dang,
from beginning to the end,
you must like us.
you're super awesome. You are a legend in my eyes. But the only way for us to really know that is our little secret hashtag of the day. So, honor system. If you're an honorable person, you'll follow this. If you're a jerk face, you'll lie about it. But that's okay, I guess. So the secret hashtag of the day is hashtag Thundercats.
I thought it was going to be Snarf.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Hashtag Thundercats. If you watch this whole video from beginning to end, leave that below in your comment and or question for next week, and we'll know that you watched the entirety of this lengthy guitar chat session with me and Paul. And you will be awesome. And I will comment and tell you that you're a legend if you watch the whole thing. All right. Thank you guys so much. And we will see you in the next video. Please leave your questions and comments for next week. And until then, keep the music alive. Music needs you. We need the music. And we need to keep it alive for the next generation.
Make it so.
Make it so. All right. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome rest of your week. Enjoy December as it's coming up. And we'll see you in the next video. Tomorrow is December. Everybody can start shaving again.
Yeah.